Let's go now, continuing our conversation on this, what has unfolded, what continues to unfold, is Congressman Bob Good. He serves on the House Education Labor Committee, the House Budget Committee, represents the 5th Congressional District of Virginia. Congressman Good, welcome back to the program.
Good afternoon, Tony. Great to be with you as always, my friend.
So, Bob, let me just get your reaction to today's events. These 34 charges in the indictment unsealed, all related to business transactions.
Tony, it just seems like it's the same trumped up charge repeated 34 times, as you already noted a moment ago, for this attention-seeking DA to go on and do a press conference announcing to the world what his intentions are. I've been told that that's the nature of his personality from the beginning. As you know, this guy ran saying he was going to go after President Trump. He should have recused himself if he felt President Trump had done anything worthy of prosecution, which of course no one else had previously chosen to prosecute President Trump, because this is again a conviction in search of a crime. And it's a sad day for America. And it's really a damaging, dangerous time when half the country believes there's two different systems of justice, one for everyone other than conservatives and one for conservatives, particularly those who support President Trump.
You know, I want to get your take on this because I've had this vantage point for 20 years watching the process, and I've watched it become more divided and more political. And, you know, I'm very concerned that we have, I used the phrase before, pierced the veil. We've set precedent with this. I mean, we saw this president, when he was in office, at least 50 congressional investigations, 2 impeachments, and I could go on the list. Of course, nothing stuck to him because at the end of the day, there was nothing there. Now we have him being charged with something that may be beyond the statute of limitations. We're going to talk about that later. But are you not concerned that we may have reached a new point in politics in America where you use the levers of power that you have to go after your political opponents?
Yes, Tony, it's like we're a third world country or a banana republic or a communist totalitarian state. As you noted, they went after this president for some 7-8 years now, and this is what they've come up with: a false business charge, because apparently, or allegedly anyway, based on the apparent testimony of a convicted felon who's their lead witness, but allegedly some kind of a payment was recorded as one kind of an expense versus another kind of expense, and no federal prosecutor or state prosecutor would have pursued it previously. To my understanding, this hasn't happened in the history of the state of New York. And again, this DA who ran with a pledge to go after President Trump, bragging about how many times he filed suit against President Trump before he ran for office. And now he's trying to make good on that and deliver to his radical left base. And frankly, in an area where it's going to be almost impossible for the president to get a fair trial. I hope the judge will do the right thing. All indications are from legal people that I've talked to, it ought to be dismissed out of hand. It ought to be dismissed quickly. And this prosecutor ought not to be able to utilize the weaponry of his office to abuse his power to go after political opponents.
I mean, given what is surfacing regarding Joe Biden in some of the hearings that we're having, should he be concerned about red state prosecutors once he leaves office?
Well, Tony, the truth is that we don't play like the other side does. We respect the rule of law. We respect the Constitution. We respect due process and constitutional freedoms. And we respect and appreciate what the United States is supposed to be, this nation, this shining city on a hill. And I don't think the Democrats and the left and the radical what has become the Democrat Party, I don't think they fear retaliation from us. When they set these precedents by using the FBI or the Department of Justice or the IRS to go after political opponents, they don't fear we will do that because they know we believe that it's wrong.
Well, I agree with you from the standpoint that we remain tethered to the Constitution and to truth, to morality. And as those two things are under attack more and more in our culture today, I'm fearful that even those on the right, especially in the libertarian movement, could become untethered to those, what President Washington said were the great pillars upon which this great experimentation rests. Bob, we're out of time, but I want to thank you for joining us. Always great to see you, and always appreciate your input.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate being with you again.